Humans have always dreamed of controlling the weather, a desire that spans across cultures and centuries. We've prayed for rain, danced for sunshine, and tried to appease the forces of nature in countless ways. Now science unlocked those dreams into a reality, transforming ancient rituals into modern technology. Weather modification is the ability to alter weather patterns using technology, a field that has seen significant advancements. This can mean making it rain, stopping hail, or even weakening hurricanes to prevent disasters. However, attempts at weather modification were classified and often met with a suspicious amounts of skepticism. Weather modification isn't science fiction. It's been a reality for decades. It refers to technologies designed to alter atmospheric conditions for specific outcomes, ionospheric manipulation. Facilities like H.A.A.R.P study and influence atmospheric phenomena to control weather. Cloud seeding, a technique where substances like silver iodide are introduced into clouds to increase rainfall. These efforts have had much success, often exceeding expectations. But they sparked our imagination and pushed us to explore how we might one day shape the weather to our will, leading to the sophisticated techniques we have today. In recent years, California has been ravaged by devastating wildfires, leaving communities in ruins and lives shattered. We can stop it and we can contain it. You want proof? Over 50 years ago, Project Popeye successfully manipulated weather patterns during the Vietnam War. Today, projects like HAARP remain shrouded in secrecy, fueling speculation and conspiracy theories. Why is current knowledge classified while past projects are declassified? This discrepancy shows that weather modification is not only possible but actively pursued. As we face the relentless threat of wildfires, the potential to control the weather could be a game changer for California. The ambition to control the weather took a darker turn during the Cold War, a period marked by intense geopolitical tension and technological competition. The United States military unleashed weather modification as a weapon, seeking any advantage over their adversaries. Project Popeye, conducted during the Vietnam War, is a chilling example of these efforts. The goal of Project Popeye was to increase rainfall over the Ho Chi Minh Trail, a crucial supply route used by the North Vietnamese Army. The US military seeded clouds with silver iodide to make the trail muddy and disrupt enemy supply lines, thereby hindering the movement of troops and supplies. And it worked. Over 50 years later, Project Popeye was declassified, revealing the extent of these early weather modification efforts. Today, many modern weather modification projects remain classified still, suggesting significant advancements in this field. Another controversial project is the High-Frequency Active Auroral Research Program, or HAARP, which has sparked much debate. This research facility in Alaska studies the ionosphere, a layer of Earth's atmosphere that plays a key role in radio communication and atmospheric phenomena. HAARP has been the subject of numerous conspiracy theories, with some claiming it can control the weather or even manipulate minds. That last one might just be a conspiracy. While HAARP itself is not 5G, it is capable of weather modification. The conspiracies around HAARP highlights the clear lack of public transparency with this technology and its potential uses. The ongoing California wildfires present a scenario where advanced weather modification technology could be applied, raising questions about why Joe Biden is declaring a state of emergency and not actively putting out fires in 2025. These projects raise ethical questions about why they are actually still developing this technology, especially as a tool of war, and the potential long-term consequences of such actions if they won't help the people. California is no stranger to wildfires, but in recent years, the fires have become more frequent, more intense, and more destructive. Climate change is a major factor, bringing hotter temperatures, drier vegetation, and stronger winds. These megafires are a threat to human life, property, and the environment. They release massive amounts of carbon dioxide into the atmosphere, further exacerbating climate change. The situation is dire, and we need innovative solutions to combat this growing crisis. Fighting fire on the front lines. Firefighters risk their lives every day to protect us from wildfires. They face extreme heat, smoke, and unpredictable conditions, often working long hours without rest. They use a variety of techniques and technologies to control and extinguish the flames. This includes advanced equipment and strategic planning to tackle the fire effectively. These include air tankers, which drop fire retardant or water on the fire. Their aerial support is crucial in managing large-scale wildfires. Helicopters, which can reach areas inaccessible by ground crews and drop water or transport firefighters. They play a vital role in rapid response and containment. And bulldozers, which clear vegetation to create fire breaks, slowing the fire's spread. These fire breaks are essential in preventing the fire from advancing. Despite these efforts, fighting wildfires remains incredibly challenging and dangerous. The unpredictable nature of wildfires makes every situation unique and perilous. The sheer scale and intensity of these fires often overwhelm even the most heroic efforts. Firefighters must constantly adapt to changing conditions and new threats. We need to explore every option available to protect our communities and our environment. This includes innovative solutions and community involvement to enhance our resilience against wildfires. The lack of transparency and consequences of geoengineering. Weather modification is the answer to California's wildfire crisis. Non-biased scientists know it could play a role. Cloud seeding, for example, can be used to increase rainfall in fire-prone areas, reducing the risk of ignition. However, we see no activity from our government to utilize cloud seeding or HAARP, and the sentiment instead being pushed is that we don't have the technology. One major concern is the potential for unintended consequences like hurricanes and earthquakes, but we are not getting transparency for even this. Altering weather patterns in one area could have unforeseen and potentially harmful effects elsewhere, and yet they use it to win wars. Furthermore, the science of weather modification is still evolving. HAARP, however, gives us full understanding of the complex interactions within our atmosphere. Using these systems without transparency is unjust and suspicious. A clouded government weather modification is a powerful tool with the potential for both good and harm. While it holds promise for combating wildfires and other weather-related disasters, we must proceed with complete transparency. This opens a door for even more research on the potential impacts of weather modification. We also need to engage in honest public dialogue about the ethical, legal, and social implications of this technology. The future of weather modification is clouded by our government. But one thing is clear: we must carefully consider the consequences before we attempt to play God with the weather.